Hey guys, Lindsey from L&J here, and a lot of you may not know this about me, but after high school, I studied social work for about 3 years. I was always told that I was a super compassionate person growing up and how good I was with people, and that this field was going to be great for me. I volunteered with the Big Brother Big Sister program and a few inner city after school programs, and then I also worked in a rehabilitation facility, a homeless outreach center, and a community care center. I remember I was sitting at my computer about to sign up for classes and just paused. I felt nauseous, even just looking at the screen. I felt like I spent so much time putting energy into things that just didn't energize me back. And I think time just finally caught up with me. I felt like my cup was empty. I couldn't continue to pour any more of my time and energy into this field. I just needed something new, and that was a really scary feeling. I was told for so long that it was right for me that I didn't even consider that maybe it wasn't, and that's when I decided this wasn't what I wanted to spend my life doing. I moved home and focused my attention on what filled my cup. I truly felt the brutality of social work killing my sense of compassion, and I found refuge in working with dogs. I had a good friend that worked closely with a rescue, and I felt the happiest when I was surrounded by all of her foster dogs. It felt like such a natural transition when I decided to pursue grooming. I had taken art electives, and I knew this was going to be an outlet for that as well. Grooming felt like the best of all worlds coming together. Until I started at Petsmart. Up until a few years ago, I would have told you that working at Petsmart was one of the worst jobs I ever had. Today, I would tell you that it was one of the most influential jobs I've ever had. I had so much self-doubt and was running on empty that it made it so easy to tear me down. I wanted to be a groomer so bad, but it felt like a private club that I just wasn't deserving enough to be in. I remember literally being on by a dog, and a groomer looked at me and said,
"Well, you wanted to be a groomer."
Yeah, I did. I don't think anyone wants to be literally on. Over time, my skin became thicker, and I became a groomer. After leaving PetSmart and working in multiple private salons, I felt like I was back to square one and knew nothing. I learned about grooming competitions and dog shows, and I was seeing proper breed trims. And then I went to my first dog grooming competition, and I saw people wearing PetSmart jackets. I was so confused. They did amazing work. It was the quality of grooming that I had never seen in a PetSmart salon before, yet they were wearing PetSmart jackets. It was incredible to see. If I had known that there was that level of grooming that surpassed even what the people teaching me knew, I would have sought after that so much sooner. The Grooming Team was made in 2017. It went years without being mentioned in salons. There's a common misconception that large company groomers aren't good groomers. However, PetSmart has over 1,500 salons, and they're all different. You can't expect consistency in such a difficult field with such a large number of people. The conditions I saw as a PetSmart groomer consisted of employees bullying each other, employees being undertrained and undersupervised, and schedules that were just too packed for the bathers, groomers, and the dogs. It wasn't fair to the employees, wasn't fair to the dogs, and it wasn't fair to the customers. The problem is that PetSmart is technically owned by a British investment firm called BC Partners. They own 70% of the company. The main decisions that are made are always going to directly be for profit. And you can see why this could be a problem when working with live animals. PetSmart offers free paid training to bathers wanting to move up to be groomers. This is the perfect starting place for so many people who want to get into this field. But when you've signed 2 years of your life away to a company, they want you to pay that back. They want $6,000 for the training. While this is illegal in some states, it puts many people who are already struggling in a hard place to just walk away. And I think it's designed that way for a reason. It is really difficult to lump such a large group of people together and just stick them in the same box, because people are all so different. It's about the people inside of that salon and the management team that will determine your success in this field, not the PetSmart name. I've learned significantly more about dogs in general since leaving the company, but that's just my personal experience. When I was at PetSmart, I thought I had the best schnauzer trim out there. Now I would like to formally apologize to anyone schnauzer I groomed while employed at Petsmart. I'm sorry. I was wrong, and your dog probably looked very silly. I apologize. I'll make it right. Petsmart put the clippers in my hands and toughened me up, but my cup was dry. I left to learn and grow. I believe that you can only grow as much as the space that you are in. Working for myself, the space feels endless. I want you to leave a comment down below or reach out to me on Instagram if you've ever worked for a corporate store. I'd love to see how people made that transition into a new salon and what it was like when you learned that you didn't know anything before. Be the person your dog thinks that you are. Be kind, and I'll see you guys soon.